What is your emergency?
Share this video, because it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Share this video.
Watch out, stay this way, Tim. It's a street fight. Now stay back, because the cops are going to come to break this up. Most of the guys there are trying to break this up, Anderson. They're trying to get him away. You got to remember, this is a community like any other in an inner city. There's some tensions here that existed before this. And that's what bubbled up here when you had people taking it to the street. Them wearing different colors is significant. And they were linking arms.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tommy Sotomayor. I want to talk to you about a case that pretty much explains everything that I talk about in the black community. How irresponsible black women have become. How irresponsible black women are with dealing with men. How irresponsible black women are with having their children. And how these men, as I predicted 10 years ago, would start firing back on them and taking their lives. This is a story out of Baltimore County. And Baltimore County, with this murder, has set the record for murders in a year. And we still got one more month and a week left. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of a woman with 5 children who decided to date a man 10 years younger than her, have him around her children. And when things didn't go well, he shot and killed her right in front of all 5 of her children. Let's break some news. It says a 28-year-old woman by the name of, and listen to this name, just please listen to this name. Her name is Wayniqua Johnson. Spell it Wayniqua. Wayniqua. A 28-year-old woman was fatally shot Tuesday night in Milford Mill, leading to a suspect pursuit that shut down the light rail as Baltimore County set a record for homicides. Police identified the victim as Wayniqua Johnson and said that she was shot around 5:10 p.m. inside of her apartment in the block of Stock Mill Road with her 5 children present. Patrol officers tracked the suspect, an 18-year-old by the name of Shaheen Muse, to a metro station in Milford Mill Road and took him into custody. With the fatal shooting, the county has seen 50 people killed this year, a rise of 69% over the same time last year, exceeding the number of people killed in 2019, which was the previous high. Non-fatal shootings as well, they're up 20%. The level of violence is incomprehensible and it will not be accepted in Baltimore County, said Chief Melissa Hyatt in a statement. Violent crime inflicts pain and trauma on the entire community. The effects are long-lasting and far-reaching. Hyatt said that the majority of cases are mental health related and resulted from a domestic dispute. Very true. In Tuesday's shooting, police said a preliminary investigation indicated that the suspect and the victim had recently been in a relationship. After being apprehended, Muse told the police that Johnson handled the gun and had shot herself. Then he says he fled. But police wrote in the charging documents that the evidence refuted that possibility, as the shooting did not occur the way that he said, and it appeared that it was not at close range, which would have happened if she had shot herself. Muse has been charged with first-degree murder and is being held without bail. Why is a woman named Wayniqua the brother's name was. I forgot what his name was. Let's see if I can pull it out. Shaheen Muse. Why would a woman with 5 children date a man who's 18 years old? He killed you in front of your 5 children. What could this 18-year-old do? I understand he brought penis to the situation, but what else did he bring? Oh, that's right. Nothing. Yet you brought this man around your children for what reason? For that. From looking at him, he looked like he might have been a little thug. Don't like to say things about somebody and they not be true, but he looked like he might have been a thug, and that's what you wanted. But you also need to understand that young men are quite unstable, and vagina will make that worse. And once you get to the point where you no longer want this young man anymore, the problem will become leaving the relationship. To be honest, a lot of black women don't know how to leave a relationship gracefully. They leave a relationship talking trash. They leave a relationship acting out. The worst things you can do to a man's ego. They did about their hair, their nails, their eyebrows, dog filters, and all of this stuff. They cared about their children that much. Fewer and fewer black children would be abandoned like this, dead, molested, and or raped. But we know the mothers don't care about them. And that's where we are today. I'm Tommy Sotomayor. Fuck you and good night.
They had the same mother living in the same house. Same ratchet mama. But Doughboy and Ricky were loved differently. The mother in this movie, there was a scene where Doughboy was a kid. She was telling him, "Where you going, you little fat fucker? You ain't got no job. All you do is shit. She was cussing his ass out like the man she had the baby by. She was cussing at that motherfucker like the man she had the baby by. Now, if this is the real world, I would assume this is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming that Doughboy was her first child, and she was a single mom as a hood bitch, right? She was a single mom as a hood bitch. And what ended up happening, she met Ricky's dad. And Ricky's dad was a stepdaddy simp at best, a Boyce Watkins ass nigga. You dig? And he took on the responsibilities of helping her raise Doughboy all the way up until the point of maybe he died. And he was a good man with a good job. And she loved this man because her life was promising. She thought she was going to go to the pearly gates with this nigga. And every time she sees Ricky, she sees that great man who might have left or died. And I'm sure if Ricky's dad was to come back around, if he was alive or maybe he moved on, she would take him back in a heartbeat. She would take him back in a heartbeat. And not to say that Doughboy would have been loved, he just would have been treated better because his mama was happy. Now, you've seen in the movie Boys in the Hood how Doughboy was treated by his mom. Even when Ricky died, and it really wasn't Doughboy's fault, he wasn't even there. He tried to save him. When he brought Ricky back to to the house, which I never understood that. Why did they drive Ricky to the hospital? I never understood that. That was, I still, every time I watch this movie, I do not understand why they would pick Ricky up out of South Central Alley, blood everywhere, and drag him into the house and throw him on the couch. John Singleton is going to have to explain that to somebody. Who wrote that in there? You know? You take him straight to the hospital. What? I did not understand that. So when his mom come in the room, she starts screaming, Ricky, and the first person she attacks is her other son, Doughboy. She hated Doughboy with a passion. And the reason why she hated Doughboy with a passion is because the nigga she had the baby by was probably a South Central Crip nigga. Ruined her life. You notice the dynamic between Doughboy and Rick. Doughboy used to protect Rick, but they still would fight each other. And Rick was uppity because his brother was in the streets. The way that I'm telling you, she cherished that boy. Now she done lost her husband, Ricky Daddy, and she lost her son, who looked just like him. This happens in the black community plenty of fucking times. This happens plenty of fucking times. We got women out here who treat kids like pure shit based off of who they had them by. Look at